it's me, Allie. Welcome back to my channel. I hope that you're all having a beautiful start to your day. I'm here today to do another Q&A on my channel. I asked you on Instagram, on YouTube, and on Twitter to ask me some questions, and I received so many amazing questions, so thank you guys so much for that. I have to say about 85% of the questions were Disney related, so I figured I would dedicate this video to just answering some Disney questions. Disney is probably my favorite thing to talk about, so I am a-okay with that, and I'll take the rest of the questions and compile them into a different video at a separate time. If you have any questions and concerns, just ask them in the comments below, and without further ado, we're going to move right into this Q&A. So the very first question is, what are my thoughts on the Disney Memory Maker? I cannot suggest getting the Disney Memory Maker enough. I did this twice so far. I did it one for an 8-day trip and one for a 3-day trip, and I have to say, no matter the amount of time that you were there, the Disney Memory Maker is so worth it. I believe for 2016 it went down either $20 or $30 in price. It's now only $149 to get, rather than I believe it was $179 before. It was the most beneficial thing for me on my trip. I am huge on pictures, so if you are huge on pictures like myself, it is definitely worth it for you. There are PhotoPass cast members everywhere. When I say everywhere, Adam and I couldn't walk more than like 10 feet without seeing another PhotoPass cast member. They take the most amazing pictures. They have extremely professional cameras. They know exactly the right angles to take, and no matter what picture you take, they take it about 10 times, so you're guaranteed to get at least one that you like. I really can't suggest it enough. If you're willing to spend the money, it's definitely an amazing memory for your trip. If you could travel back in time and help Walt Disney with his building plans, what would you have him add or change? I actually wouldn't have him add or change anything. I think exactly what he did was magical and perfect enough, but I would ask him to make me an honorary princess, to give me a lifetime membership, and to take a selfie with me. The next question is, what are your top 5 favorite rides in each park? I actually just made a little list in my phone, so I'm going to read straight off of this. In order from top to bottom, in Magic Kingdom it is Haunted Mansion, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, Peter Pan's Flight, Big Thunder Mountain, and Buzz Lightyear's Space Spin. In Epcot it is Soarin', Journey into the Imagination with Figment. I love that ride so much. I know so many people hate it, but it is just such a magical ride to me. I love the song and it just makes me feel like a child again. Then we have Test Track and Spaceship Earth. I don't have a 5th one for this one because there's not that many rides at Epcot. I usually like to go to the World Showcase, but if I had to choose one more to get a Fast Pass, I usually get the Character Spot Fast Pass. You can get a Fast Pass to go meet all the characters at the Epcot Character Spot. It's one of my favorite character spots in all of Walt Disney World. The background is just so pretty, so that's what I would choose for my 5th one. In Hollywood Studios, my #1 favorite ride in all of Walt Disney World, coming in at #1 is Toy Story Midway Mania. Then I like the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, Rock and Roller Coaster, The Great Movie Ride, and then Walt's Dream. I know that Walt's Dream is not a ride, but it is just a little walkthrough and you get to read all about Walt Disney, and it just gives me goosebumps every time I go into it. And finally, for Animal Kingdom, I only have 4 for this one. It is Kilimanjaro Safari, Expedition Everett, Dinosaurs, and It Is Tough to Be a Bug. Where's your dream wedding? Is it at Walt Disney World? My dream wedding is actually not at Walt Disney World. I know that is such a surprise to hear from me, but I come from a very large Italian family and Adam comes from a very large Asian family. So if things continue to work out with us and we do end up getting married, we're going to have a very large wedding to accommodate all of our loved ones being there. If we were to have it at Walt Disney World, I've seen Walt Disney World weddings and they are stunningly beautiful, but if we were to have it at Walt Disney World, only about a 4th of our loved ones and our friends would be able to make it. And for me, it's just more important to celebrate with our loved ones than to have it at this beautiful, beautiful, elegant place. I talk to my mom about this all the time. My dream wedding is to have a wedding in a backyard, just a nice big backyard underneath a tent with catered food, just laughing and having fun with our loved ones. So hopefully that's the case. I don't think it's ever gonna happen at Walt Disney World or at a destination. I just hope that I'm able to celebrate with the people who mean the most to me. If you had to eat any Disney park food for the rest of your life, what would you choose? Very easy answer for me. My favorite restaurant on the Walt Disney World grounds is definitely California Grill, and I had probably the best meal I've ever had in my entire life there. It was braised beef over risotto with vegetables. I don't know what they did to this meal, but each bite was like little slices of heaven, so I would easily eat that every single day for the rest of my life with no complaints. If you could go anywhere in the world, besides Disney of course, where would it be? I have been dying to get to Hawaii. That is like one of the top destination places that I would love to go to. Adam wants to go there as well, and we talk about possibly doing that for our honeymoon if we do end up getting married. So if things continue to go well, hopefully within like the next 4 or 5 years, we'll be able to get to Hawaii. And if we do go to Hawaii, I would love to spend one day in Disney's Aulani Resort. That's another little bucket list of mine. So why not kill 2 birds with 1 stone? Do you have any travel essentials for Walt Disney World? I actually have an entire video dedicated to traveling essentials and packing essentials for Walt Disney World, and I'll link that in the description below. I swear by everything that I said in that video. Each time I go to Walt Disney World, I make sure to check that video again to see if I brought everything that I need. Every single thing that I mentioned in that video, I typically use on every single trip. So hopefully if you're interested in seeing some travel tips or packing tips, I'll link that in the description below, and hopefully it is very helpful to you. When you're heading back to Walt Disney World, I am very, very happy to say that we'll be heading back to Walt Disney World in the summer. We will be there in July, and one of the most exciting parts of a Disney World vacation for me is the planning. So I'm already in my plan mode. I have my little notebook right here that I made in my previous video, and it already has my fast pass options that I want, my dining reservation options that I want. I have all of my days in here. I'm a psycho when it comes to that. I think it's the teacher in me. But yeah, I actually have all the days that we're going to be there, dining reservations, fast passes. I can't even do it yet. I'm not at the 180-day market to even do my dining reservations, but when it comes time, I will be ready. What grade do you teach, and do you incorporate Disney into your classroom? I teach 5th grade, and I don't really incorporate Disney into my classroom too much. All of my students know that I'm obsessed with Disney, but just because I'm obsessed with Disney doesn't mean that they necessarily are as well, and I don't want to just push Disney on them all the time because I think they might get annoyed with that. I will say though, like I mentioned, my classroom knows that I love Disney, and I have some of the most amazing artists in the entire world, and they're constantly drawing me pictures, and the pictures are usually always Disney pictures, so I'll always hang all of those up in the room. I don't ever take those home. I take those home at the end of the year. If I get a picture drawn to me or a note or a letter, I always like to display it in the classroom because A, it allows everybody to see it, and B, I feel like it makes that student feel special inside, that every time they come into the classroom, they get to see their picture displayed. So I'll take all those pictures home at the end of the year. But yeah, I don't really incorporate it too much. I try to like bring little digs of Disney in from here to there, but it's not like every single day Disney, 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 because that would be annoying, and I want to be a cool teacher. I don't want them to be annoyed with me. Favorite country or pavilion in Epcot? Japan. Japan, Japan, Japan. That is my favorite pavilion in the World Showcase. Everything about it just makes me happy. The food, the entertainment, the department store, Mitsukochi, it's everything to me. It is huge. I love shopping there. I love taste testing food from there. Every time I walk in there, I just instantly get happier. Just the whole kawaii theme of just smiles all over everything and the bright uplifting colors. It's just the place to be for me. Least favorite snack? LeFou's Brew. I could not get into that. I know I mentioned this in a previous video of mine, but Adam and I tried it in December and it just was not for me. The flavor combination of apple and marshmallow, it did not match up for me. I will say when we mixed it all together, it got a little bit better, but even that, it's my least favorite snack. I just was not into it at all. If you could spend the day at Walt Disney World with one character, riding all the rides and eating all the food, who would you choose and why? I would probably choose Rapunzel. I know Belle is my favorite princess in the entire world, but she's a little serious, and if I'm going to go to Walt Disney World, I definitely want more of a spunkier, upbeat character, and I feel like Rapunzel and I were one in one. I feel like we share all the same values, and I feel like we have the exact same personality. So if I was going to just like hang out and read books and drink tea, I would probably choose Belle, but if I'm going to Walt Disney World, I'm gonna go with Rapunzel. What character do you want to meet that you've never met before? Baymax. I want to meet Baymax so bad. Somebody wrote on my Instagram recently that they're bringing Baymax to the character spot at Epcot, so hopefully when I go in the summer he'll be there and I'll get to finally meet him, but I really, really, really want to meet Baymax. Do you plan on one day possibly doing a Disney vlog video? I would love to do a Disney vlog video. If I go to Walt Disney World with Adam, I don't vlog because he's not into being filmed, and I have to respect that. Not everybody is into being filmed, and he's not into the whole filming thing. He completely supports my channel. He's constantly watching my videos, but when it comes to him being behind the film, he's just not into that, so I have to respect that. But if I do ever have the chance to go with my friends again, I definitely plan on doing a little bit of a Disney vlog. What dining do you have planned for this upcoming trip? I actually have all of my dining already planned, like I said, in my handy dandy notebook, so let me open that on up for you. Adam and I do the dining plan. It's the Disney dining plan, so you get 1 snack, 1 table service, and 1 quick service a day. And we are kind of creatures of habit. We know what we like, so we usually go there. But on this trip, I wanted to try a lot of new places. So I'll tell you which ones we've been to before and which ones are going to be new for us. If you have any suggestions on things that we definitely should go to, let me know, because my 180 days is not up yet. I believe it is next week, and that's when I'm going to start booking all of my dining reservations. So if you think I should either take one of these out or add one in, just let me know in the comments below. So we are doing Be Our Guest for a quick service. We've done that before, we love it. We're doing Ohana for a table service for dinner. We've done that before and we love it. Those are 2 that we usually have to do every single time. We're trying Kona Cafe for the first time. We're doing California Grill for dinner again. Again, we've tried that one. We're doing Wolfgang Puck Express. We've also ate there before. Like I said, we're creatures of habit. We know what we like and we like to make sure we go there. But the rest of these are pretty much all new places for us. We're doing 1900 Park Fair for breakfast, Sci-Fi dinner, Yak and Yeti or Flame Tree Barbecue, Via Napoli or Tutto Italia Ristorante, and the Whispering Canyon. So again, we have some choices that we know we're going to love, and then we have some options that are going to be brand new for us. And the very final question in this Q&A is, do you have any ways to save money on a Disney vacation? I actually have a whole list of money saving tips. If you want a separate video on this, just let me know in the description below. I'll kind of read through these really quickly, but again, if you want more elaborate detail, just let me know in the comments below and I'll try to film that. The first thing is to take advantage of the Disney deals. They are constantly having percentages off of the room, and they're constantly giving you free dining, so make sure you check into that, because if you're booking your trip, they will not just offer that to you. That is something that you have to talk to a representative about, and then they'll add that and they'll discount it from your actual trip. Do the Disney dining plan if you're a big eater. I'm a big eater, and the Disney dining plan is $60 a day. You get a quick service, you get a table service, and you get a snack. Usually, if you're going to dinner, the dinners sometimes are like $30 to $40, and then on top of that, you're also getting a quick service, which is usually like $15, and a snack. For Adam and I, it just seems to work out, and if you are a big eater like we are, definitely will save you a lot of money. If you're not a big eater and you want to save some money, just pack a lunch, because that will save you a lot of money. Food in Disney World is delicious, but it is very expensive, so try to save as much money as you can if you're not into eating all that food, just by packing a lunch. Order off of the kids menu. I believe when I went there a couple of years ago, you could order anything off of the kid menu. I'm not sure if that still stands true, but definitely ask one of the cast members that is working at the restaurants. I'm pretty sure that even if you're an adult, you can order anything off of the kids menu. If you don't have a really big appetite but you want to try some of the food still, order off of the kids menu. This is one of the biggest things that I found out. And obviously this does not apply to everybody, but if you are in a place where you can open up a new credit card, open up a new credit card, open up a Disney credit card for your trip. I just got something in the mail that if you spend $500 on your Disney credit card within the first 3 months, you get a $200 Disney gift card. So I basically just booked my trip, I applied for the Disney credit card, I'm going to use that credit card to pay off my trip, I'm going to pay $500 on it, they're going to send me a $200 gift card, and I'm just going to use that $200 gift card to pay off the rest of my trip. So I basically just got $200 off of my trip for free, and I'm only going to use that credit card for gas each month. So again, if you're in a position where you can open up a new credit card, definitely look into that, because you're getting $200 off of your trip, and that's not a promotion that they're just running right now. I talked to my friend who did this last year, and she got the same promotion. Check into that, because I just got $200 off of my trip for free, and that's amazing. The next thing, if you are a Disney Pass holder, join the Disney Pass holder if you plan on going more than once in a year. Adam and I went last July, and we went for 6 days. It ended up costing us $459. To get the Disney Pass holder, it's $749. If you go there the last day of your trip and say that you want to upgrade to Disney Pass holder, all you have to do is spend that extra $200 and something, and you become a pass holder all the way up until the first day of your previous trip. So this whole trip, when we went in December, it didn't cost us anything to go to the parks. When we're going in July, all of our parks are already paid for. So if you plan on going more than once in a year, look into the Disney Pass holder. The next thing that I have is bring your own poncho. That's a silly one, but it just saved us because it rained a lot when we were there in July, and it just saved us a little bit of extra money. Save money by putting cash into a mason jar. This is one of my biggest tips. I have a little mason jar. I made it in one of my videos. It's my Dole fund, and if I go with my friends and I plan on spending $40, I take $40 with me. If I only end up spending $20, instead of keeping that cash just in my pocketbook, I put that right in the mason jar. If I keep it in my pocketbook, I end up buying a tea, or I end up buying a taco or a donut, or I spend it on unnecessary things. If I just take that money and I put it in my mason jar, I did that last year and I had almost $1,000 for my trip. I used that towards extra food that I wanted to get, and I used that towards souvenirs. So again, if you're a type of person who is going out and you know that you have some extra money left around that you could just do without because you already planned on using it when you were going out, just stash it away in a mason jar and just keep it in there until your trip. The next thing that I have is, if you can, go off season. That doesn't really apply to me because I'm a teacher and I don't really have that luxury of being able to go in February because I'm teaching. But if you have the time to go in February or go during their off season, it's a lot less busy and you save a lot of money. It's a lot cheaper during their off season. Make your own autograph book. You can make one of these. It is so simple. Your kids will have so much fun making it. You can make a smaller version. The autograph books in Disney are like $15. Some of them are like $10, but some of them are upwards of like $15 to $20. If you have like 3 or 4 kids, it gets very pricey. I made this whole entire thing for like $1.30, I believe it was. So just make them at home and bring them with you. The next money saving tip that I have, I just lost my spot, is to, and if you're staying off-site, it's going to save you a lot of money. I don't prefer to stay off-site because I like all the extra magic hours that you get by staying on property. But if you stay off-site, try to stay in one that is still close to the Disney grounds, because there's a lot of hotels such as the Marriott and I believe the Hilton, I want to say. I could be wrong about those, but they're off of the Disney property, but they're still on the Disney lines, and they have shuttles that will bring you to and from the parks. So that's some of just like a broad overview of ways to save money at Disney World. I hope those are helpful. Again, if you want a whole separate video, just let me know in the comments below. And that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for all of your amazing questions. Talking Disney is probably one of the best things to do for me, so this was so much fun to film. Again, I hope you enjoyed it. I love you guys so much, and